Your mind is actively being hijacked. Every time you sit down to study, an invisible trap snaps shut, quietly stealing your focus and destroying your future. You are not lazy. You are under attack. Let's take your life back. What if I told you that the reason you are failing to reach your goals has absolutely nothing to do with your intelligence? You are not lazy. You are not broken. But right now, something invisible is quietly stealing your future, minute by minute, and you are unknowingly letting it happen. The constant noise, the ringing phones, and the endless scrolling are destroying your most valuable asset, your focus. Welcome to Glaze English, where we learn not just how to speak a language, but how to master our own minds. If you are ready to stop wasting your potential and want to support our daily journey together, please subscribe to the channel right now so we can keep bringing you these life-changing lessons. I want to be completely honest with you. I have sat at my desk so many times, staring at my study materials, feeling a heavy sense of defeat. I used to say to myself, I just want to be fluent in English. I want to be successful. I thought I was setting goals, but I was actually setting a trap. Our brains do not understand vague words. Think of your mind like a powerful engine. You cannot just command a massive machine to perform well. You must supply it with the exact right fuel and a very precise set of operating parameters. Without a specific target, your brain gets deeply confused. And when the brain is confused, it chooses procrastination every single time. You must paint a vivid picture to give your mind direction. Stop saying you want to be better someday. Instead, imagine yourself standing in your room tonight at exactly 7 o'clock, practicing your speaking out loud for 20 minutes. Imagine the feeling of those words flowing naturally from your mouth. When your destination is that specific, the mental fog clears. You stop fighting yourself. Your daily actions finally match your vision, and the path forward suddenly makes complete sense. But even when you have that crystal clear picture of your future in your mind, actually taking the first step can feel like trying to climb a massive mountain. I know this feeling intimately. For a long time, I would sit and stare at my goals, feeling completely paralyzed by the sheer amount of work ahead of me. I thought I needed a flawless plan before I could begin. I believed that if I could just organize everything perfectly, the fear would finally go away. But I was lying to myself. Overthinking is not preparation. It is very often just fear hiding behind the comfortable mask of perfectionism. We delay our progress because we are terrified of making a mistake. Think about driving a car down a dark road in the middle of the night. Your headlights only show you the next 50 feet of pavement. You cannot see the entire highway, and you certainly cannot see your final destination in the dark. Yet, that small circle of light is entirely enough to keep you moving forward safely. You drive those 50 feet, and then the light naturally reveals the next 50 feet. Our personal growth works in the exact same way. You do not need to have the entire journey figured out today. You only need the courage to see your very next step. I remember when I first started dedicating myself to the shadowing technique to improve my spoken English. I felt utterly overwhelmed by how much I still had to learn to reach fluency. If I had focused on the years of intense practice required, I would have surrendered on day one. Instead, I just focused on repeating one single sentence out loud. That small, imperfect action created a tiny spark of momentum, and that momentum slowly turned into real confidence. Clarity always comes after action, never before it. But there is one crucial rule here. As you take those small steps, you must ensure you are walking on your own path. It is incredibly easy to lose focus when you are secretly chasing someone else's definition of success. Are you pursuing a goal just because society expects it? If your goal lacks deep, personal meaning, your motivation will vanish the moment things get difficult. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Just find your true reason, take one tiny step forward, and let the journey unfold. Once you find the courage to take that very first step, you face a new challenge, protecting the inner energy required to keep walking. For years, I completely misunderstood what focus really was. I thought concentration was simply a matter of strict discipline and raw willpower. I would force myself to sit at my desk late at night, exhausted, drinking strong coffee, and expecting my brain to perform at its highest level. But I soon realized a harsh biological truth. You cannot command a foggy, sleep-deprived, and dehydrated brain to do complex, deep work. Your mind is deeply connected to your physical body. Think about your smartphone. You would never expect your phone to run heavy applications when the battery is flashing red at 1%. Yet, we expect our fragile brains to function perfectly without proper rest, good food, or even enough water. Real focus is fundamentally about serious energy management. If you feel easily distracted, perhaps you are not a lazy person. Perhaps you are just deeply exhausted. But physical exhaustion is only half of the battle. Emotional exhaustion is a silent thief of our attention. I want you to pause and really reflect on the voice inside your head. When I lost my focus or made a simple mistake in my English practice, my inner voice was incredibly cruel. I would silently tell myself that I was utterly useless, that I lacked discipline, and that I would always fail. If a friend spoke to you the way you speak to yourself, you would walk away from them immediately. When you constantly criticize yourself, your brain enters a state of panic and stress. A stressed mind physically cannot absorb new information or maintain deep concentration. You have to step up and become your own best teacher. You need a supportive, calm inner dialogue that gently says, "I made a mistake today, but I am learning, and I will try again tomorrow." When my mind feels dangerously crowded with these worries and heavy self-doubt, I use one simple tool to clear the noise. I write things down. Taking a pen and writing your chaotic thoughts on a blank piece of paper safely empties the heavy emotions from your head, creating a peaceful sanctuary inside your mind where true focus can finally survive and grow. Even with a calm and organized mind, you must aggressively guard that peaceful space from the endless demands of the outside world. I used to live my entire life on pure autopilot, moving mechanically from one task to another without any real awareness. I would finish a long, exhausting shift at the factory, dealing with heavy machinery and complex technical problems, and the moment I sat down at home, I would instantly pick up my phone. Without thinking, I would scroll through social media for 2 hours, and then wonder why I felt so incredibly empty and unable to focus on my English practice. I had to learn the difficult habit of the conscious pause. Now, right in the middle of a busy day, I force myself to stop, take a deep breath, and ask, is what I am doing right now actually helping my future, or is it just distracting me from reality? Breaking that hypnotic cycle of distraction also forced me to completely redefine how I rest my brain. For a very long time, I mistakenly believed that watching endless, meaningless videos online was a relaxing hobby. But that kind of cheap entertainment only overstimulates the mind and leaves you feeling more exhausted. I realized I desperately needed a genuine hobby to restore my mental energy. I needed something completely disconnected from my daily technical work. I started spending my free time reading about agriculture and planning small farming ideas. Whether it is reading a physical book, learning about nature, or simply walking outside, a real hobby gives your brain a safe, quiet place to recover. It heals your attention span instead of destroying it. However, the absolute hardest part of guarding your focus is protecting yourself from the wrong people. This is a painful truth I had to accept. If you surround yourself with individuals who constantly complain, who mock your big goals, or who silently judge your daily efforts to improve your life, their negativity will slowly poison your confidence. It is incredibly difficult to concentrate on building a better future when you are constantly defending your self-worth. You must protect your mental circle fiercely. Keep your distance from those who drain your energy, and only invite people into your life who inspire you to stay focused, stay calm, and keep moving forward. When you finally build a strong wall to protect your inner peace from negative influences, you will realize that maintaining this mental clarity is not a final destination, but a beautiful, lifelong journey. Focus is never a magical place that we suddenly arrive at and stay at forever. I used to genuinely believe that one day I would just wake up with a perfectly disciplined mind, completely cured of all my easily distracted habits. But that is simply not how human nature works. True concentration is a daily, living practice. It is slowly built and strengthened through the tiny, intentional, and kind choices that we make every single morning. You do not need to change your entire life overnight, and you certainly do not need to be flawless starting tomorrow. The heavy pressure to be perfect is exactly what makes us want to give up before we even try. Instead, I want you to look at the journey we shared today and choose just one single action to take right now. Maybe you will write down one highly specific English-speaking goal for this evening. Maybe you will simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, and forgive yourself for a mistake you made earlier today. Whatever it is, take that one small, courageous step the moment this screen goes dark. We are building a safe space here for people who refuse to let the noisy world steal their true potential. As we reach the end of our time together today, I want to leave you with one final, deep realization that completely shifted my own perspective. For years, I genuinely believed that focus was a violent mental battle. I thought I had to constantly fight against my own mind, fight against my natural tiredness, and fight against the clock to be productive. But the most profound lesson I have learned on this journey is that true focus is not a war. It is an act of deep self-respect. Your attention is the absolute most valuable currency you will ever own in this life. Whatever you give your attention to ultimately becomes your reality. If you constantly focus on fear and what other people think, you build a life of anxiety. But if you protect your focus, giving it to your growth, your small daily steps, and your inner peace, you build a life of genuine freedom. To apply this truth to your life right now, you must stop trying to strictly manage your time and start actively managing your energy. Tomorrow morning, when you first wake up, do not reach for your phone. Do not let the loud, demanding world into your mind before you have even stepped out of bed. Instead, give the first 5 minutes of your day entirely to yourself. Drink a glass of water. Sit in quiet reflection and visualize the one highly specific, meaningful action you want to accomplish that day. Protect that early morning clarity, and you will see how it naturally anchors your focus until the evening. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts. We are all learning on this path together, and your personal experience might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Please leave a comment down below and tell me, what is one small, everyday distraction that you are going to let go of starting today? Let us build a supportive and honest discussion right there in the comments section. If this message brought some calm clarity to your mind, and you want to continue this beautiful journey of improving our English and elevating our lives together, please hit the subscribe button for Glaze English. Your support gives me the incredible motivation to keep creating these meaningful lessons for you. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you